Even if 90% of sales disappear, the company must stay afloat. We manage our operations tightly to last for over 100 years. People who think like this are the ones that succeed the most. There's this thing called a credit evaluation. And evaluations differ slightly depending on the institution. Atomy's credit rating currently is AAA. Even a single A means it's a really good company, but at AAA means the company can pretty much survive any extreme economic change. Our company's first founding principle is survivability. Company needs to be managed so that it survives at all costs and does not fail to the very end. When I founded the company, this was the first thing I thought of. If an average company's sales fall below 30%, that's a red flag. It's incredibly difficult to sustain and goes bankrupt. As for our company, even if 90% of our sales disappear, it needs to be able to stay afloat. It can't close its doors. That's the standard we've set as we operate the company. Atomy has no liabilities, no debts. We are a zero-debt firm. So when it comes to at least a month of sales, you've got to have at least 1 or 2 months of sales in reserve. That means that we have greater survivability no matter what happens. Our financial statements have all been made public. If you would like to take a look at our cash reserves on hand, you can find them in our financial statements. Which means that if you look at our company in the long term, it's a company that's sustainable for a very long time. There's a standard I've set: daily settlement system. A daily reconciliation system is where the sales and profits of each day are calculated and balanced, and all companies should be maintaining this system. So a company with a daily settlement system, on the other hand, means that even if we close doors today, there will be no debts to be paid tomorrow. It's not easy settling payables every day. For instance, it might be done on a weekly basis or once every month or so. In regards to our costs of goods received, we settle our payables every day. Our bookkeeper came up to me and said, "Chairman Park, can't we just settle our payables weekly? It's way too difficult taking care of payables every day." What we did with our suppliers was, if they were okay with being paid weekly, we went ahead and did that. And for those who needed cash on a daily basis, we paid them daily. However, those payables that accrued for the week, we reserved that amount separately. This is why our company was able to hold on to cash reserves totaling more than a month's worth of sales. This is why Atomy is ensuring that it cannot go bankrupt, and that's how we manage our operations. You all know that our company is a very high-growth corporation, right? In order to be a high-growth company, it needs to maintain a certain steady level of earnings. If it doesn't maintain this, it becomes what's called insolvent. The company's growth is rapid, but it doesn't have enough cash reserves to keep up with the growth, and sooner or later, the company goes bankrupt. As for us, we require at least 10% margin for profits and are able to generate that much. How could we have gone global without at least that much in profits? Sales just wouldn't be possible. We are currently operating in 10 different countries. And this year, we opened global offices in Indonesia. Australia and few others have begun operations there. Next year, we plan to expand it to China and Russia as well. It's a culmination of several factors that has allowed us to expand. In a way, you can say that we skipped a few steps from the very beginning of our operations. And that is why I'm telling you that Atomy Co. Limited is a company that's managed tightly to operate for over 100 years. But bankruptcy for Atomy is still a possibility. How, you ask? Let's say I purchase too many products so that I can get paid more. I'll use my credit card for purchases with the thought that since I bought them with the resolving credit, I'll pay them off with sales slowly. Let's say I purchased thousands of dollars worth of products. This threatens Atomy as a whole and can lead us to bankruptcy. So I'm telling you, don't get wrapped up in this. Think to yourself that you are only getting paid what you work for. And as for surplus, think of it as I don't need it. It's people with this kind of thinking that typically succeed. I will get paid fairly for the amount of effort I put in. This is the belief you need to have from the start. This is the minimal set of work ethic you need to have. That is also the character value of a person.